Hello everyone and welcome to my next video about the Montreal Open 2025 tournament. The first round I played as black against Sambuev Bator. He is a very strong grandmaster and he was ranked number 1 in this tournament, so I played on the first board with him. The game started with d4 and I answered e6. After the developing move c4, knight f6, knight c3, d5, he exchanged on d5 and plays the Carlsbad structure. He plays bishop g5, I play bishop e7, then we develop our pieces, and here he plays queen c2, threatening to take on f6 and take my pawn. I could play h6 here, attacking the bishop. He would play bishop f4, and after knight h5, bishop e5, knight d7, he plays a very cunning move h3, and I cannot take on e5 because of d takes e5, and my knight on h5 is trapped. So it's better for me not to take on e5 but to play knight f6, but now he takes his bishop to h2, and after rook e8, knight f3, b5, black starts his counterplay on the queen side. But instead I play a classic move knight d7, he plays knight f3, rook e8, castles, and the best move for black here was g6 in order after rook e1 to play knight e4, and after bishop e4, knight d6, and now the h7 pawn is protected because the queen and bishop on c2 on d2 on c2 and d3 cannot attack it. So after b4 and knight f6, black has a solid counterplay. I cannot play knight e4 at once because after the same move bishop f4, I cannot play knight d6 because he could just take on h7. So I have to play knight d to f6, sacrificing the pawn, because after takes, he has a solid pawn. Black has some compensation, but it's a tough position to play against the grandmaster. Playing f5 is even worse because of knight takes d5, and after c takes d5, bishop c7, my queen is trapped. So he also cannot take on e7 after knight e4 because I just takes, and then f5, and black maintains a solid position. But instead of all this, I play knight f8, and he plays a strong move h3, not letting my bishop to go to g4. Here I play knight h5, wanting to trade the bishops. He doesn't have a choice, so he takes, I take, and knight e5. His knight takes a very strong outpost in the center. I play g6 to put my knight on g7 and then develop my bishop to f5, but he's right in time to prevent it. He plays rook e1, after knight g7, e4. There is no way for me to avoid opening the center, so I take on e4. After knight e4, bishop e6. I am not scared about his rook looking at my queen. He plays queen c3, wanting to attack on the dark squares, maybe wanting to push d5, but I see it and play rook d8, not letting him to do that. Knight c5. It's a standard position for knights when you have an Isolani, so he plays very well. But now I play queen c7, after rook e3 he wants to play rook f3, but I don't let him use it by playing bishop d5. And he plays f4, striking his attack, but I stop it immediately by f5. He pushes g4, and the best way for me to continue the defending was to play a5 as I wanted to, and after, for example, king h2, I play b6, pushing the knight away. After knight b3 I play rook d6, protecting the g6 square, and I am well positioned here. But instead I was afraid of playing that, so I played b6 at once, but now he has a strong move knight e6. It wasn't possible for him to play that after e5 because I would play queen b7 and his knight would be trapped. But now the best move for me was to play queen d6, after rook g3 I take on g4 and play knight d7, and here I also maintain a solid position. But instead I play queen c8, I am in a big trouble now, and I miss his very strong answer. He plays knight b4, attacking the bishop, the pawn on c6, and also threatening to play bishop a6. So there is no way for me to protect everything, so I play rook d6, after bishop a6, queen d8 and bishop b7. White is obviously winning here. I take on g4, he takes on c6, and I have to sacrifice in exchange on c6. He takes with the queen, and I play rook b8. Taking on d4 was even worse, because after queen d5 check, we exchange queens, and now it's a double attack, and I lose my rook. So I play rook b8, he gives a check anyway, we exchange queens. Now he takes on g4. I play rook d8, yes I win a pawn back, but I'm an exchange down, so I'm still in lost position. After rook e5, knight d7, then knight f6. So I take on d4, but he just plays rook c1, threatening check. I take on f4, I don't really check, I don't really care about the checks now because my position is already hopeless. He gives the check, I play knight e8, king g2, simply protecting his bishop. His position is absolutely winning. So I play rook b4, attacking the pawns, b3, rook d4, he takes on a7, and after b5 he plays bishop c6. And I understand there is no way to avoid checkmate here, so I just play before and let him checkmate me in 2 moves. So that's how the game ended. It was very tough because he's a grandmaster. He obviously has more experience than me, but I hope in the next games I would be able to win and get some more points. But by now it is what it is. Thank you for looking and watching this video, and bye.